Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Today, I'm going to tell you guys about the top 10 upcoming games that might kill Call of Duty Mobile because they're just so far ahead of their time. Some of these games are so good, they even put Apex Legends Mobile at risk. They just look so freaking awesome, alright? I hope you learn about a couple of new games that you probably have never seen before in this video. Make sure to leave a like if you do enjoy and you want to keep seeing videos like this where I tell you guys about upcoming games. And subscribe down below because I did a video like this yesterday. If you subscribed, you would have seen it. So make sure to subscribe to see some of the next ones that I do. Comment down below which upcoming game you are most excited for both iOS and Android devices. And hey, with that being said, let's get the video started. So to get things started, the first game on this list is Super People Mobile. Yes, believe it or not, there are leaks that Super People is coming to iOS and Android. If you don't know what Super People is, my best description is that it's basically PUBG, but like the 2022 version of it. If you like PUBG, you're going to like this game. And if you like Apex Legends or Valorant, chances are you might like this game too. The difference between Super People and PUBG is that Super People has classes, similar to your Legends in Apex Legends Mobile, and each class has a pool of 9 different abilities that you can mix and match. Some characters can summon giant monster trucks, and others can run super fast. It's really unique because you basically level up your character throughout the match. You can craft better and better weapons with materials you collect, and that way you're fully equipped for the end game just by playing through the match. It's a really unique style of battle royale game, and I think it's a perfect addition to the mobile scene. If you still are having some trouble understanding the big difference between this game and PUBG, just check out some YouTube videos on the game. It's really cool. Next up, the second upcoming game on this list is one many people are probably pretty hyped for, and rightfully so, Warframe Mobile. If you don't know what Warframe is, as the developers explain, it's a science fiction MMORPG with the collection and matching of equipment as the main part of the game. The game combines elements of shooters, RPGs, and stealth games, and players have the ability to play in single-player or multiplayer modes. In this game, you can select lots of different missions available to you, all set on different planets across the solar system, and you can get great rewards from completing them. On board your ship, you can basically control your whole race of ancient warriors called the Tenno, including managing their equipment, customizing their warframe, crafting new equipment, and so much more. The gameplay is extremely fast-paced, and you have a wide variety of different heroes with unique special abilities and attributes. You have a variety of parkour moves that you can use alongside close-quarters combat, and so much more. There's really so much to talk about regarding this game, and I would highly recommend watching some YouTube videos to learn more about it. And hey, before we get to the third game, let's talk about this video's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Here's the most important thing that everyone watching needs to know. All of these games that are coming out are going to start with beta tests. These tests will only go live in a few regions around the world. It's just like with Apex Legends Mobile. Right now, they're doing a soft launch in a few countries around the world, and you can play it right now, but the only way you can is to play with a VPN. This is how Rainbow Six Mobile will launch, Valorant Mobile, and Warzone Mobile will launch. You'll need a VPN for all of them. There are a lot of VPNs out there that aren't that great. I've tested many of them, and oftentimes I just randomly disconnect and I end up losing the game. I'm sure many of you guys can relate to this. Surfshark VPN is not like this. It's the fastest and most reliable VPN I have ever tested, and I use Surfshark VPN when I make my Apex Legends Mobile videos. Best thing is, this VPN can be used for so much more than just gaming. You can use it to stay safe when you're viewing a sketchy website. You can use it to gain access to websites that are normally blocked in your country. And you can even use it to watch Netflix shows that are only available in a couple of countries, not yours. So give it a shot. Surfshark VPN offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk when trying it out. Go down below in the description and click my link. Use my code EXOTIC for 83% off. Yes, 83% off. And 3 months free from their services. Thank you, Surfshark, and let's continue on. The third game on this list is a game that is entirely slept on, Life and Death 2. I talked about this game a couple of months ago, and I've heard pretty much nothing on it since. Life and Death 2 is a Chinese game that is currently undergoing beta tests on PC. But as you can see here, they fully intend on bringing this game to mobile devices soon. This is one of those games that you're definitely going to need a VPN to play, and as you can see from the gameplay here, it looks really good. This truly looks like a next-generation game, and if the mobile version looks even half as good as the PC game, we're in for a treat. I would say this is sort of like a Warzone plus PUBG plus Call of Duty Mobile type of game. It's a big mix of some of the best games out there and has a wide variety of different modes, including zombies, a battle royale mode, boss fights, tons more multiplayer modes, and more. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it almost feels like the next-gen version of Call of Duty Online, if you guys have ever heard of that game before. They're already doing tournaments in China, and I seriously think this game has the potential to be big. I am super excited for when this game comes out on mobile. Moving right along here, the fourth upcoming game we need to talk about is Arena Breakouts. This game is actually super close to launch. They've already done many tests already, and I believe there's a beta test going on right now as we speak. If I had to describe this game in 4 words, I'd say this: Escape from Tarkov Mobile. Yes, this is the best Escape from Tarkov Mobile clone that we will have at least for quite some time on iOS and Android devices, at least until Escape from Tarkov Mobile actually comes out, if it ever comes out. There are many other games that do basically the same thing, like Badlanders, Rules of Survival 2.0, and many others, but none of them match the sheer satisfaction that this game provides. It looks so good, and if you're looking for a game where you spawn into the map with some other players, have to explore around extremely quietly and listen to every little sound, and try to sneak up on enemies to kill them and take their loot, this is the game for you. If you manage to kill other players and then successfully extract yourself, you get to keep that loot. Just keep in mind, if you bring that loot back into another match, and then you die, you'll never get that loot again. I would totally recommend trying this game out when you can. It's going to be highly successful. The fifth game on this list is The Division Mobile. I haven't heard too many people talk about this game. I wonder why. The Division always intrigued me. This game is set a few weeks after a deadly disease swept through New York City, sending it into apocalypse. The whole city is quarantined, so the Division, a special government force, is sent into the city to try and restore some civility. Huh, sounds a bit like 2020, doesn't it? Anyways, basically in this game, you have a bunch of story missions, side missions, and random combat encounters all throughout this big open world. You can do it all solo, with friends, or via random matchmaking. Combat is generally super intense, and you're supposed to take advantage of cover when you're fighting anyone. You get better and better weapons and gear as you kill more and more enemies, and we also need to talk about the Dark Zone. This is a huge section of the map with elite enemy mobs, hidden chests, and tons of other players. The key here is all loot is contaminated and can only be extracted via helicopter. When there's a drop, everyone in the Dark Zone is alerted, and you have to fight everyone to get to the loot first and escape successfully. It's gonna be awesome. But hey, here's another game that's gonna be awesome. RF Project. This game has long been in the making, and it's the proper successor to a game that came out long ago called RF Online. RF Online was an MMORPG where you had to select one race and fight monsters to gain experience points. There are many different enemies, tons of quests to embark on, special classes for each race, advancements, an entire economy built into the game, PvP, and so much more. To me, I never played RF Online, but RF Project looks awesome. It looks like it has incredible graphics, insane mech robots that you can either control or fight against, great looking PvP melee and gun gameplay, and so much more. You guys remember Titanfall? Yeah, it sort of vaguely reminds me of that. I think the best way to prepare and understand exactly what this game will bring us is to look at old gameplay of RF Online. Since that game came out in 2004, we can expect RF Project to be leagues ahead of its predecessor, but the developers do claim they will keep a lot of the core mechanics the same. The developers also say this game will supposedly be cross-platform too, which is always great. What do you think about this game? Next up, the seventh game on this list is Combat Master Mobile's new Battle Royale mode. Now, do I think this game will kill Call of Duty Mobile? Probably not. However, the developers have spent quite a long time developing this game mode already, and I expect it to be pretty big. We only have a few screenshots of what Battle Royale mode might look like, so we don't really have much to go off of. However, if it is anything like the other Combat Master game modes, we can expect an extremely competitive and fast-paced battle royale, perhaps the fastest paced currently available. Everyone says Combat Master's new Battle Royale mode is sort of like Warzone Mobile, and I can certainly see that. The game has tactical sprint, a lot of the same movement we see in Modern Warfare 2019, and some other things that would lead people to compare the two games. I personally think Warzone Mobile will probably be better, but that game won't come out for a long time. Warzone Mobile will probably come out in a few months from now, at least at the minimum, so in the meantime, this Battle Royale mode is the best thing we got. And hey, chances are, I bet Combat Master's Battle Royale will probably work better for lower-end devices anyways, so some people might be forced to play this game. The 8th game on this list is a game I have talked about before, but I still think has so much potential. It's called Project Arrival, and it's made by MMC Society. There are many other similar games that I could have chosen for this spot. Project Atlas, Fading City, Project EOE, Undawn, and ZOZ Final Hour are all probably going to be just as good as this game, so you can pretty much pick and choose which one you like the best. But I seriously think this game just looks awesome, man. It's an upcoming AAA apocalyptic sci-fi survival game where civilization is teetering on the edge of collapse, and the remaining survivors are fighting for what limited resources remain. There will be intense PvP, survival aspects including base building and gathering resources, quests, some type of single-player or multiplayer storyline, battles against insane-looking monsters with cool animations, and so much more. Imagine the game Lost Lights or Life After, but the next generation version of it. It looks awesome. And the best thing is, they're going to launch another beta test in Canada and the UK on April 22nd, so be on the lookout. Make sure to get your VPN ready so you can try out this awesome survival game. This might end up being one of the best looking mobile games of 2022. Getting close to the end here, the second to last game on this list is Star Wars Hunters. I bet you were not expecting this game on this list, but hey, this game is actually super close to release. It's already available in early access in a couple of countries around the world, but not the US just yet, so you'll need a VPN. So what's so special about this game? Well, it's the closest mobile game we have yet to a true Star Wars Battlefront mobile. It certainly has some big differences and doesn't look as good, but the fact of the matter is, it's an action-packed third-person shooter that's focused on Star Wars. The game is a lot more arcadey feeling than some of the others on this list for sure, but it still looks like a lot of fun. It'll be a welcome break from the other ridiculously competitive and try-hard filled games that are on this list as well. You have a variety of different characters from the Star Wars universe, lots of maps to choose from, team-based combat, various skills and special abilities for each of your hunters, and a lot more. There are already tons of YouTube videos out there on the game, and you can pre-register for it right now on their official websites. It might be one to keep on your radar. And finally, the last game on this list is none other than Overwatch Mobile. I know what you're thinking. What? Overwatch Mobile? Why make that game? Well, there's good reason to. Most of the people who play on mobile would have probably never played on PC or console before, so it'll be a brand new experience for them. A while back, a job position opened up for the Overwatch team called Project Manager Mobile Project. Since then, when you try to visit that link, it says, sorry, the job has been filled. So that means they've already gotten somebody. Also, they are lowering graphic quality on the PC version of Overwatch 2 because, as people theorize, they're going to make the game cross-platform. So who really knows? Either Overwatch or Overwatch 2, they could very well be undergoing development right now. To briefly summarize the game, Overwatch has teams of 6 go up against each other, and players can choose from a large roster of heroes, all with their own special abilities. It's extremely competitive, like maybe even more than Valorant, so this game has the chance to be huge. Obviously, we have to wait and see for the trailer and more leaks to come out, but hey, this game may be coming. And with all this being said, that's it for today's video. As I said earlier on in this video, make sure to check out the description, click my link, and use Exotic for 83% off plus 3 months free for Surfshark VPN. You're going to have to use a VPN anyway, so you might want to do it now before these beta tests start so you're ahead of everybody else. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video and subscribe down below. As I said, comment down below which game you are most excited for, maybe from this list or anything else that I didn't talk about. And yeah, we're out of time, so I'll see you all in the next episode.